So in this world, people are very obsessed with the notion of Atta, with the view of Atta. So they are strongly attached to Atta, soul or ego. So when we deny there is Atta, ego, and then it is very difficult for them to understand, to accept. In the center of the phenomena, there is no Atta at all. Only psychophysical phenomena exist. So it's very difficult to be understood by common people, by worldly people, ordinary people. So the Buddha himself, to explain Atta, Anatta, the Buddha has to explain the anicca and dukkha, impermanence and suffering first. Based on anicca and dukkha, anatta can be relatively comprehended or understood. So to understand, in order to understand anatta, we need to learn about something about Atta as well, which is the opposite of the Atta and Anatta. So what is Atta, or soul or ego? Yesterday Sayadaw briefly explained. Today Sayadaw will continue to explaining the for Atta in another way, in 4 ways. Sayadaw will describe Atta in 4 other ways. So Parama Atta, Supreme Soul or Universal Soul, is quite clear. It can be called Mahabrahma in the literature, in the Pali Canon. In the Pali Canon there are mentioned about the Mahabrahma, the Supreme Atta, how this Mahabrahma appear in this world, something like this. But it is very wide, too wide to explain here, not enough time. So maybe when the conditions are favorable, Sayadaw will explain about that as well. Now, regarding Jiva Atta, individual soul or self, which is divided into four categories. People are attached to the Jiva Atta in 4 ways. Can be divided into 4 ways. It is the Sami Atta, the Sami Atta notion or concept of Sami Atta, or Nivasi Atta, and Karaka Atta, and Vedaka Atta. So people take their individual Atta in 4 ways, like this. So here, Sami, the meaning is master. So the individual Atta, we call the Labya or Vinyan. This is individual soul. So it can be compared master who govern, who own the slaves. The master can do everything regarding slave. It can order them to do anything, or it can torture. The master can even kill his slave. So his masters are all the authorities. He can do everything. Even he can kill the slaves. So master is the most powerful authority. So in the same way, these individual Atta, soul in our body, is the master, is controlling our lives, is a very high authority, which all the time command us to do this or that. So this notion of Atta, or this notion of Atta, which is the master of our life, is called Sami Atta, the notion of Atta as a master of our lives. So actually there is no such a Atta or soul in the phenomena in our life, but only people take it as a master of our lives. So this type of notion of Atta, ego, is called Sami Atta, the notion of Atta as a master of lives. So where it is in our body, in our mind and body complex, psychophysical phenomena. That master is existing. So he is a master. That ego or self is the master of our lives. Is the owner of our lives. He controls the whole lives of us. So the Buddha denied the Atta as a master in our psychophysical phenomena process. The Buddha proclaimed there is only mind and body, or psychophysical phenomena, and they are interrelationship or interaction only. Nothing else. No Atta or no soul there in the world. Only mind and body exist from moment to moment. There is no Atta involved in the mind and body process either. So the Buddha proclaimed there is no Atta, which is a master of our lives. And Buddha clearly denied the Atta or soul. So the notion of Atta and the Anatta, view of Anatta, is actually diametrically opposite. Just like a two person running to different direction. So and then another way we take Atta is Nivasi Atta. So people take Atta, ego or soul, as a permanent resident in our mind and body process. It's a permanent entity involved in our process of mind and body. Although mind and body cease or destroyed, the Atta, ego or soul still exists. They're moving to another new psychophysical phenomena of mind and body. So where this Atta exists, where this Atta is moving to another new mind and body, this Atta move. When the old mind and body is destroyed, or that is death, then it seek for new life. So people take this Atta as a permanent entity, permanent resident entity, that never destroyed, everlasting. Even though the mental and the physical body destroyed, it can move to another new one. This way it can last forever, everlasting, never destroyed. This type of notion, or the Atta, soul, as a permanent, is quite widespread among the Burmese people. But it is time consuming to explain them. So another type of notion of Atta is Karaka Atta. So the soul is taken as a doer. It do everything. It is Atta or soul that does everything, verbal or mental or physical. So is a doer. It do everything. It carry out every function in daily life. For example, we commit killing or stealing or sexual misconduct. These unwholesome deeds also carry out this Atta, the soul. Or sometimes we refrain from killing, stealing, etc. This wholesome deeds also carry out by this Atta. There are so many other behavior we are doing in daily life. Physical behavior, sitting, standing, stretching, bending. These are all carried out by the Atta. It is that very Atta that is function everything in our daily life. Actually, such Atta not exist. For example, when we are sitting is just constituted of psychophysical phenomena, and then they are in the action. And then mind and the body and psychophysical phenomena process involved in the sitting behavior. There is no ego or no soul which doing this function. It is only the process of mind and body phenomena. Because of intention or because of desire to sit, the sitting process of physical body take place. So it is the mind and the body, they are in the relationship, they are in the action. There is no soul or self involved in this process. Just the mind and the body, they are in the action. So in the same way we do thinking, planning, and many other mental behavior. These are all also carried out by Atta. People believe like that. So everything is Atta. It is soul or ego that carry out everything in our lives. For example, seeing, hearing, when we see something or someone, that seeing is carried out by Atta. Hearing also, or similarly with the hearing as well. And any activity we do, this is the Atta. This is soul, not ourselves. So this type of notion or this type of concept of soul is called Karaka Atta. And the notion of the Atta, soul as a doer. But the Buddha said there is no doer, but the mind and the body, they are in the action. Sitting, standing, walking, speaking, any mental or physical activities which are carried out, or mind and the body, and then they are in the action. Because of desire to do something, this physical process take place. There is no doer or no Atta. So if we fail to note, or the failure to note the mind and the body process, the moment they take place, lead us to the notion of the Atta as a doer. If we see mind and the body, the moment they take place, there is no chance or no room left for the notion or the Atta as a doer. Because there is actually no doer, just a mind and a body process, and mental and a physical phenomena, they are interactions only. Another way we take an Atta is the Viraka Atta. The Viraka means someone who enjoy or who have the sensation good or bad. So it is soul or ego that has a sensation, that enjoys sensation good or bad. So this type of notion or concept or soul or ego, Atta, is called Viraka Atta. So some people believe, so it is soul or self that enjoying the sensation or the feeling, good or bad. So sometimes we see good things, we hear sweet sound, good sense objects, or pleasurable sense object. Sometimes I'm pleasurable sense objects. We see bad things. Everything we see or hear through our senses, we feel a type of sensation, good or bad. It is soul or Atta that enjoying the sensation. This type of belief is called Viraka Atta, the concept or the Atta as someone who enjoys the sensation. It is because we fail to note mind and body, psychophysical phenomena, the moment they take place. That's why this notion of Atta, or this concept of soul, take place. But that's why we think this is soul or self, or that enjoying the sensation. So we fail to know or understand the mind and body, their interaction. Actually, because of contact, the feeling or sensation take place. This is a cause and effect. So there's no soul or ego involved in it. But people wrongly believe there is something in our life which is enjoying the sensation good or bad. We take this as a Atta or soul. So for the time being, I hope you understand what is Atta, how we take Atta as a doer or as a someone who enjoys the feeling, or as a master. And then we are expected to understand the regarding Parama Atta, the universal soul, which governs under which our individual Atta, individual soul are functioned. So in each and every body of us is constituted of individual Atta. This point also already explained, so I hope we understand about that. In this case, Buddha denied this individual Atta or the universal Atta with through the only one word. It is Dhamma. So everything, mind and body, what really exists, are all the Dhamma. Is just a phenomena, no ego or no soul involved in it. So Naisata, Naijiva, no soul, no no Atta, no individual Atta. So Sabhava, Sami, individual, Bhavami, the characteristic. So the mind and the body, they have their own characteristics, individual characteristics. There's no soul or ego involved in it. Only mind and the body process rising and passing away continuously. There are many mental and physical phenomena in number mentioned in the literature. For example, mind and the body. Mind is divided into 89 or 100, more than 100 mental constituents. We call Cetasika is of 52, and physical phenomena and their characteristic is divided into 28 types, 28 categories. So there are many more things to explain about the mind and the body in the Pali literature, Pali Canon. So it will take too much time. So, but briefly, what we need to understand is there is only mind and body. They are interactions, and their own characteristics. They are process rising and passing away. No soul or ego involved in it. So, Naisata, Naijiva. No soul, no ego. This is the diametrically opposite of the concept or concept of Atta, concept of soul or self. So what really exists in the world is only mind and body, psychophysical phenomena, and their interactions, nothing else. So how many categories of the mind and the body exist? We can take them briefly. Only mind and body, or physical phenomena and mental phenomena. In Pali, Rupa Dhamma and Nama Dhamma. So here the Buddha purposely used the term of Dhamma. This special term is very helpful. It can lead us to realization of anatta. So for some people, another term, technical term, is more helpful. That's why, according to the individual person, the Buddha used another special term, dhatu, instead of dhamma. The dhatu means the element. What really exists is just element, no person or individual soul or self. So for a particular person, the Buddha used this special term, dhatu. So dhatu means dhatu means carrying his own characteristics or representing own characteristics. So each and every phenomena, each and every types of phenomena, they have their own individual characteristics. So that's why they are called dhatu, the element. For example, Prithvi, the earth element. So it has own characteristics, individual characteristics. We can experience Prithvi dhatu as a hardness or solidity, something like this. This hardness, etc., is the manifestation of the Prithvi dhatu, earth element. We can experience this element like that. So wherever we experience Prithvi dhatu, earth element, this nature, its nature or its characteristic is the same. So the earth element, wherever it is carry along with him or with it its own characteristic. That's why this is called dhatu. Dhatu means carrying along with the characteristic which is carried along with. It's a dhatu. It's an explanation depending on the root of what. And the abo dhatu is roughly translated water element. We can experience it as a liquidity or wetness, heavy, something like this. These are its own characteristics, individual characteristics of abo dhatu, water element. So in the same way, tejo dhatu also has its own experience, own characteristics. It can be experienced as a heat or cold. It's just like a roughly translated temperature or fire element. The heat or cold or warmth experienced as a tejo dhatu or temperature element or fire element. And vayo dhatu, it can be experienced as a tension, tightness or movement, motion. These are characteristics of vayo dhatu element. It can manifest when we do activities. And there are mental phenomena. The mind is a consciousness which is knowing, and mental contact, phasa, and vedana, sensation or feeling, etc. These are all mental elements we call dhatu element, which is carried along with. So these elements or these characteristics are carried along wherever the respective the phenomena take place. So that's why they are called dhatu. In Burmese we call dhat. In Pali dhatu. In English roughly translated element. So it is in this very mind and body complex we can find these elements. So this mind and body, it can be compared with a laboratory where we can make our research. So for example here in this body is constituted of the parts like hair or body hair, nail, fingernail, toenail, and etc. If we touch these parts of the body, we can feel, we can experience the hardness or tightness or solidity. These are characteristic of Patavi Dhatu, earth element. And then we can experience the our flesh and skin. Then if we free our flesh and skin, also we can experience the characteristic of physical phenomena like Patavi Dhatu, tightness or hardness. And then in this body we can find this liquidity like in the saliva, mucus, tear and sweat. These are the characteristics of these are elements of abo dhatu, water element. We can experience liquidity as a avodatus, avo element, water element, and then temperature element, heat or cool or warm. These are our tejo element, or fire element, or temperature element. So if we seek for Dhamma, we can find in this own body. So sometimes our physical body is heated up, especially when we have fever. The temperature rise up. Sometimes we feel cool. These are characteristics of the tejo or temperature element. We can experience it in this own body, physical body. So if we look for, if we find the element, this very physical body is the right place. In the same way, for example, when we dig the earth, we can find, we can excavate the several types or several categories of metal underneath. So in the same way, in our body, if we dig or if we excavate, we can experience the characteristics or the elements, several types of elements in our body. So for example, when we are sitting, there is an element we can experience, such as tension or tightness, hardness, etc. When we stand up, standing somewhere,